Turn your poor soil from this into this. Biotic earth hydraulic growth mediums are far more advanced than other mulches, and this video will prove that greenhouse technology applied to your construction site through organic amendments and hydroseeding technology will change the way you view growing vegetation on poor soils forever. For decades, erosion control products have been developed and marketed as stronger and longer lasting, while the soils they've been trying to vegetate were still left barren and stripped of all organic material and essential nutrients. This just didn't make sense to us since the problem was never really solved. So, we concentrated our research on how to grow vegetation more quickly by improving the existing poor soil while also preventing erosion. Think about soil for a moment. It's made up of 4 components: air, water, mineral, and organics. In healthy topsoil, 50% of the space is taken up by air and water, 45% by minerals, 5% organics. When we set out to construct on the soil, we usually strip away the organic layer and compact the minerals. Thus, the air and water capacity is reduced. This obviously doesn't work. Adding air and water through tillage is fine, but adding topsoil for the organic material brings in additional mineral and a seed bank that may germinate and bring undesirable weeds to your site. Years of experience in the erosion control industry has led Verdiol Plant Research to our newest line of spray-on technology called Biotic Earth. One of the base organic materials in Biotic Earth is Canadian sphagnum peat moss. This form of peat moss is the most common growth medium and organic material used by professional gardeners and greenhouses. Hydraulically applying this to your topsoil along with our growth stimulants, fertilizers, nutrients, and mycorrhizae will not only improve your soil, but grow vegetation faster and reduce your risk. Here's an example of how this can work for you. The Milner Ridge Correctional Facility in Manitoba, Canada came to us and Mid-Canada Hydroseeding with their problem. They had 70,000 square meters of land that was constructed out of loose, sandy material, which eroded each time it rained. Bringing topsoil from far away was extremely expensive and still wasn't a guarantee that it would solve the problem. Mid-Canada Hydroseeding tested the soil, quoted less than half the price that it would have cost to add topsoil, and then applied 3,500 pounds per acre of Verdiol's Biotic Earth Black, along with slow-release fertilizer and a seed blend commonly used in the area. S31 erosion control blankets were placed on the slopes and S32 blankets in the channels for extra erosion control protection. Despite weeks of day-long rains and cooler than average temperatures, the results were amazing. Harry Schrader of Manitoba Infrastructure and Transportation said, "Our expectations with the finished product have been far exceeded." Vegetation growth was rapid and consistent across the entire area. And Tim Lasuk, the designing engineer from J.R. Cousin Consultants, stated, "This specialized hydroseeding proposal was the lowest cost option compared to other alternatives, thus required less budget, which is very important in today's economy." Hydro-Quebec has been using Biotic Earth HGM for several years now on their $5 billion James Bay Hydroelectric Dam project in northern Quebec. With the project now in full swing, they're growing 125 to 175 acres of vegetation on their new roads each year. In this area of northern Quebec where the topsoil is marginal and the temperatures extreme, having the technology to grow vegetation in one season is remarkable.